Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. Today, we will be taking on one of our projects that we went over in one of our previous episodes. As you'll notice, we are back on my Minecraft server. So, as you may remember, we have ourselves a little to-do list here that I put together to make sure that I stay on track of the current projects that we are working on. And if we have a look at the content here, you'll see that there are 6 things. We have our redstone storage system, which you can see over here in the background. Not a system for storing my redstone, but rather a sorting system that will be set up over there. We have our guardian farm, our castle build, our mob head museum, our moving and removing of the flower farm, which you see that has been created, and then you see that we have our creeper farm pixel art project, which we noticed last time that this is the area that has been cleared out for that project. And you'll probably be able to guess what we are going for with this project, and it just so happens that I have all of the resources put together for it. So let's jump in to a time lapse and showcase that build, as I think that you're going to enjoy how this comes together. So let's roll it. Well, there you have it. The decoration of the creeper farm is complete, and it is beautiful. Now, in case you couldn't tell, there are a couple of different blocks that I've used here, as the creeper palette is pretty standard, but there are a couple ones that you may not have thought about or recognized that I was using. So we've got, of course, a combination of some green terracotta down here, or some green, this is actually green concrete down along the base for the creeper's feet, mixed in some black concrete. You've got the green terracotta mixed in with instances of the green concrete, the concrete powders to add some additional contour there. So you've got our lime concrete powder and our standard concrete powder. And some of the other ones in here that are a little less conspicuous is, of course, you have your white concrete and your white concrete powder, but I've also scattered a few bone blocks in throughout here as well, as I feel that that adds a little bit of variance to the white that's located within that build. And I think that it looks really, really good. But let me know what you think of this build in the comments down below. So what we need to do now is we need to pull open our checklist, and we need to mark this off as being not done. There we are. So that's 2 of our 6 items taken care of. Of course, this one is going to be a longer process to actually fill, but we need to get the assembly hall put together as well. We're standing on top of the castle build. That's going to be the next super large scale thing. And with that redstone storage system, I'm really going to need to buckle down and learn a little bit more about how that's meant to work. We'll probably tackle the Guardian Farm next, because I have a pretty good idea of how I want that to work, but it may not even be in the next episode. But I had a promise to keep. In making sure that I brought you a time lapse in today's video, so I wanted to comply with that. Also, something else, and I promise you I didn't do this myself. Apparently the zombies are trampling around in my garden and making some crop circles, so that's always fun to have to deal with. Let's go take out this creeper that's chilling out in front of the creeper farm. And you noticed there during the time lapse there was that creeper that snuck up on me. Honestly, I have no idea how that happened, but it did, and luckily it wasn't too the worse for wear. We did have to do some minor repair to the actual redstone system on inside, but it's going to be working really well for us as well. And as far as I'm aware, rain isn't going to turn our concrete into concrete powder. And what are you doing down there? But rain isn't going to turn our concrete powder into concrete, and even if it were to, the rain falls directly down from the sky, and this is very well sheltered. So we'll just need to make sure that we never run water over the front of this to keep it in its natural state. But I think that came together quite well. So I'm going to be, looking at that fondly for the next little while. And then just to give you an update on how we're coming along with this project, we've got quite a few vines. I think I'm going to really make sure that we have at least a full chest before we take this on, so filling up this row as well. But they grow pretty quick and they're pretty easy to harvest, so I'm not super concerned with that process at the end of the day either. And that will really make some headway for finally tackling the rest of this build. It kind of terrifies me turning the corner and seeing a creeper, because from a far enough distance, you turn the corner right here and out of your peripheral, you just kind of think that it's barreling right down on top of you. But it's not. It's the painting on the side of our farm. So that might take some getting used to. And hopefully I don't get too desensitized to creepers and actually get blown up by one. But I better wrap up this episode before I get too distracted with what I need to do here. So thanks again for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily content, and as we have videos coming to you every single day. So with all that, I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and take care out there. Bye-bye.